Welcome to the cradle of quarterbacks, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boiler up in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Love. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Boilermakers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll need 3 yards here. To keep this open. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it. Was complete. Yard line. And the 47 want to pick up the tempo.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look at it. Facing in, and it'll be 4th. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. This time they'll go to the running game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. To throw, it's Howard. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. All 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Throws to the tight end. Wait a minute, is he lucky to get that one back? Defense that close to an interception. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Slings it. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This offense has a second down play. Back to pass, it's Howard. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here we go. Looking to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Incomplete. A shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. And with that, Let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10.
The return.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back. Feeling out process, and now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead! Out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. The give out of the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. It's Howard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. The 40. At the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that, get that one pop.
Touchdown, Purdue! They take the lead with the 6.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit, boom, hits the ball. Not only hits the ball, on target, so now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him, caught him. He did the rest, turned on the Jets, got to the
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Attempt to try. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's McCovey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's a draw. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker, it's Henderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Leaves it with the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now, I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Card. It's complete to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And
First and 10.
Breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go in. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a grab and go for the score.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
28. Purdue, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the...
Racing down the left side. Past the 20. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Dropping back, it's Card. They're working that left side. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. They'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Tate. The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Buckeyes inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Here comes the two-point try. To the air, it's Howard. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's McCoby. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top here late in the game. What a snag by the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Pit Bull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Indiana's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll line up for a second down play. Direct snap. Keeps the legs moving. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And the Hoosiers get the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Rourke. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw. Coming after it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, FIU. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Working that left side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And here comes the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to pass, it's Rourke. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. 1st down here with time for maybe 1 more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Gets rid of it. Got the back over the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. FIU will line up to punt.
Number 25. On to punt it away.
On the move, it's Price. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Finds a tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. That's caught. It's Horton. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He wants it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. He's got the tight end. Oh, so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll operate out of split backs. They want to run it left here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Indiana! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Offense in the hurry-up. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the air, it's Jenkins. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
He finds his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to run it. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
To the air, it's Rourke. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Working the middle, it's complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Now from inside the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They're bringing heat. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida International, 10.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Back open in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the missed connection on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. You'd better pay it off when you get starting field position like that, going 23 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
The air is incomplete. Brings up third down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get...
The pass on second.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
On the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
First. The offense. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the... Makes the catch and knocked down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This field was home to legends like Bolino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Terrapins will kick it away to start us off.
Set to advance on the play.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Midshipmen offense is on the field to start this game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Maryland Terrapins offense has the ball for the first time. Guy is on the outside, Jesse. You know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting match.
He's loose. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Ready to fire from the pistol. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Edwards. He looks that one in nicely. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Fires into traffic, intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Here comes the offense on first down. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're trying to get to it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now on first down from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the freshman will... Sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the to make anything happen.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Now rolling to the left. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more man.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that pass is caught at the 25. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. He wants to throw. Makes a grab over the middle.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
Makes the catch on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football.
And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. The option look. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
An option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show him really quickly and make it easy on him. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Getting some heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game. Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Firing to the right, complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Terrapins have pushed it inside the 20.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Terrapins will try to punch it in on first and goal. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Maryland! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
On the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Navy will have to punt it away, and he really needs to get away a good kick here. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Chapman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And he got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's 3rd down. Listen, if I go get this 1st down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out, so... do I want to be on this 3rd down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You can tell in these last couple of plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football, trying to bleed the clock. Now, I'd get after this quarterback. I'd be anticipating throw here. Just send the blitz and really dictate to them to give yourself an opportunity to win.
Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, as a couple of teams square off in a game that is often filled with hijinks and fun. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will start this game off. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. They'll run it from the gun. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Rudolph. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw, it's Huff. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find air. After that first quarter, the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll bring it back. It's Evans. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The lone back's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Bell. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He tries to take the top off. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll go hurry up here. Going up top on first down. Turns it loose. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks, and the offense there lucky that one was an interception.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Still looking, on the move. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted! Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Duke's Mayo Bowl that would have social media buzzing for a variety of reasons. And through 2 quarters of football, that is the case. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half in the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's back. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this dialed in all day. Really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this.
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The offense field. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose it. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll do it himself. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man, it's Huff. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is perfect.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Trying to find his man on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Finally, the offense is able to come up with a big play. Where has that been all game long? I mean, a goose egg right now on the scoreboard. You just got to wonder, though, is it just too little too late?
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll try to pop the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop the run first.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the... Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking to throw, it's back. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Illegal touch. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive plays and generate points. They couldn't do it.
And it's very frustrating for a defense when you see your offense time and time again not come through. They did their job. Offense next time just has to do a lot better.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team. Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Cincinnati Bearcats return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there.